What's going on, fragrance family? It's your man Gator, better known as the novice nose out here in these fragrance streets. And guys, I was excited to talk about the fragrance we're talking about today, man, because I got it in maybe about a month or so ago and really didn't have a chance or opportunity to kind of delve in it. But I knew that it was going to be one of those fragrances that as the new year kind of came about, I was going to be excited to wear. As a matter of fact, it was on my excited to wear list that I dropped here last week. Go check that video out, by the way. So fragrance we're going to be talking about today is this one right here. This is a new one from Arabiyat Prestige, which that house is really starting to be one of my favorite inspiration houses here. They don't just do inspirations, but I'll tell you this, man, they have such a unique take on how to, create an inspired fragrance and really make it inspired by and not a direct clone, and to really kind of put their own spin to make a fragrance unique, from the original. This is no exception here. This is from Arabiyat Prestige. This is called Rumiel. Now, that gold lettering is going to be kind of weird here in the light that it's in, but yeah, this is Rumiel. This is an interesting bottle here. I guess this is, I don't know exactly, it's a building of flames, or I don't know. But let me get a good spray on the atomizer here. Now, of course, Arabiyat Prestige, you already know what it is. The atomizer is A1, top notch, full coverage, nothing but juice coming out of here. I love them. So let me get into this fragrance, man. Now, it's supposedly inspired by Nanatopia from Born to Stand Out. Now, my sample that I had of that fragrance, long lost. I tried to get a new sample in, but it got lost. So people don't want me to smell Nanatopia for some strange reason. But I decided to just go ahead and with this. I got a new sample coming in. I'll just kind of do a follow-up video later on it. Now, as far as the note breakdown for this, top notes are going to be pink pepper, cloves, and coffee. Now, the heart notes are going to be cedarwood, sandalwood, and maple rum. This really got me excited about this fragrance. And then the base notes are going to be caramelized sugar, amber, dry vanilla, and then smooth leather. Not just leather, smooth leather. And that actually does kind of come into play later in the dry down. It does make a difference here. Now, when you first spray this fragrance on, you get greeted with this gorgeous coffee note. So it's coffee, but it comes across almost like a honeyed kind of vibe. It's almost ambery coffee, right? Go along with that, you're getting like the nose feels from the pink pepper, but it's not something that's going to be like dominant. It just kind of adds a little texture to the opening of the fragrance here. But the thing that really kind of struck me about it is the ambery nature of it that you get right away. And it's not just an ambery nature, it's also a boozy nature. And what is happening here, I believe that's the maple rum that's coming into play here. I think that maple rum is just like an ambery rum note, an ambery boozy note. So while you're getting the coffee and everything at the top, you're also getting that ambery rum that's just going to kind of make this thing thick, dense, resinous, along with the little bit of a spice from the pink pepper to get your nose feels going. It's gorgeous. Now, maybe about 2 minutes into the spray, there's something else that pops up out of the blue. Now, it's not on any of the note breakdowns or anything. And full disclosure, I ordered this before I checked the note breakdown. Before researched it. I just saw the note breakdown and said, oh, that sounds really, really good. That sounds like a sexy men's fragrance, which it is, but I digress. I got greeted with this banana note, like a banana out of nowhere. Now, excuse me, it's not a realistic, photorealistic type of real banana kind of vibe that you're getting here, like a mashed up banana or something like that. It gives me kind of like the imitation Jello pudding banana kind of feel, or better yet, if you've ever had a Now-Later. And as kids, we had those, or that hard candy that supposedly if you suck on long enough, it goes soft. Pause. Like that candy is what you're getting with this. You get kind of like that Now-Later banana kind of vibe here. The smell of it, and it really makes that opening super unique. So you're getting all that boozy aspect of it, along with the coffee that's really there to kind of give it some depth. But then at the same time, you're getting that banana And it's just such an intriguing kind of opening there. And as soon as I sprayed it on, I was hooked. I was like, okay, where's the banana coming from? I gotta have more of this, right? Unfortunately, the banana only lasts probably for that first 20 to 30 minutes, but it is there. So after you get into that 20 or 30 minutes here, the banana does kind of subside, but you really start to get the influence of that rum, that amberiness from that rum really starts to escalate a little bit here as you get past that first 30 minutes. Now, I have to jump into the performance right quick because it makes a difference for what I'm about to say. So when you first spray this on, this thing is a monster. Like in the air, it like will brutalize your nose. Be careful spraying this more than 3 times. Max 2 to 3, max, because if you spray it more than that, first of all, you're gonna go nose blind to it. This is one of those fragrances that you'll go anosmic to easily, and I think it's because of the way that they blend that rum in here, that ambery nature to it. It really just kind of suffocates the nose. All of the little sensors in here, it suffocates them. After that first 30 minutes though, the brutality kind of subsides, right? It kind of goes into maybe an arm's length worth of projection, and it maintains that arm length worth of projection for the first 2 to 3 hours here. Now, the scent DNA though begins to change. So after that first 30 minutes or so, you're kind of left with that ambery rum and coffee here. And that coffee, like I said, is there just to add depth. It's not like a bitter style of coffee, fresh brewed coffee. It's just kind of there like a coffee bean bag that you open up and you set on the other side of the room or on the counter where it's kind of in the air, but it's not like directly like, oh, this is coffee, this is coffee, this is coffee. It's not beating you up. So it's just kind of riding that ambery wave. You got that boozy nature of this thing going around here for that first 30 minutes or so. And then you start really kind of getting a little bit of influence from the leather. So the leather that is in here, when they describe it as a smooth leather, it is definitely a smooth leather. Arabiyat Prestige does leather really well. And in this scenario, it's a little different than what they usually do. They usually do more of an animalic style of leather, something that's gonna have like this pungency, this real presence, and it really changes the way that a lot of their inspired by DNAs, you know, are presented here from the original. It makes the original and the inspired by really, really different. In here, that leather is there, but it is really kind of an underpinned kind of leather. It is super smooth. It is just there basically to add to that ambery nature in here. So it just gives it just a little bit of a like, oh, this is like I'm sitting down in a new car and they've got leather seats kind of vibe. Now it doesn't smell like new car, but you get what I'm saying. It's more of a soft leather jacket, you know, that's actually a better description. More of a soft leather jacket kind of vibe that's just kind of sitting there in the background here on this fragrance. Now, along with that, of course, you're getting the woods. The woods are there. They're not like an over prominently woody kind of thing. They're just there to add a little bit of a fresh vibe to it. It's not overly fresh either. I mean, you've got caramelized sugar, all that kind of stuff in there. This is definitely a sweet rum, boozy style of vibe, but you know, the woods are there to kind of give it a little bit of a platform here for all of that sweetness to kind of jump off of here. When you first spray this, I think it leans more unisex. It is, as a matter of fact, very, very much unisex when you, and dang near feminine when you first spray it. But as it dries down, going into that 30 minutes to an hour, it goes more into the unisex vibe. And then as it goes into like that hour and a half to 2 hours, I feel like it takes a little bit of a masculine lean here with the way that the leather comes in. Now, that doesn't mean that a woman can't wear this and pull this off easily, because the way that this is, it's a sweet, it makes it an ambery sweet leather, right? So it's something that you could definitely get away with as a woman easily. But for a guy, this thing is going to be one of those that is like a tastemaker for like sexy fragrances. This is something that if you spray this on and you walk in a room, you're going to be the center of attention, because it has that kind of vibe to it where it really is diffusive. It really pushes out in the air, but at the same time, it gives kind of like a sweet but rugged kind of vibe to it as it goes into later dry down. To kind of sum up performance here, when you first spray this on, like I said, it's going to be a beast. Kind of shrinks in. I get 9 hours of performance on this thing here. Kind of shrinks down slowly into being you know, maybe that arm's length to maybe 6 inches off the skin projection within the first 3 to 4 hours. And then after that, kind of goes into being a skin scent around that 5th and 6th hour here, but you'll still definitely smell it as you go along through your day up until that like 9th hour or so. And the sillage on this thing is a monster. The sillage really kind of sticks with this. So if you're moving around, you're walking by people, it's gonna continue throughout the life of this thing. That sillage is gonna be popping them, and really kind of, you're gonna be getting whiffs of yourself as well all throughout the day with this thing. I really dig this. Like, this is one that I'm looking forward to some more cold weather so I can wear this, because it does have a very pronounced cold weather distinction. This is going to, you can't wear this in like 70 degrees or higher. It's just not happening. If you wear this and it's higher than that temp, you're gonna suffocate people. Don't do it, man. This is a cold weather fragrance. This is cold weather, leather jacket, seductive. So yeah, man, if you haven't put your nose on it, try it, man. It just got a definite compliment factor on this thing too, man. I picked up like 4 compliments like within the last 2 wearings of this. And it's got some not only staying power, but it's got a diffusiveness that's gonna make people really kind of take notice to you when you walk in or walk by. Have you put your nose on this thing? Let me know in the comments, guys. And as always, make sure you like the video, subscribe to the channel, and of course, share this video with somebody you know that loves fragrances. And as we always say, guys, no matter what you're doing, however you're doing it, make sure you make today the best day ever on purpose. Peace out.